that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck?
So a bunch of guys just pulled up and shot my truck.
Oh my shit on my what the
We're almost at 50,000 subscribers, and to celebrate this huge milestone, I'm doing a special giveaway just for you. I'll be giving away our exclusive Silent Nightmare merch to a few lucky subscribers. To enter, it's super easy. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like this video, comment below with your favorite Silent Nightmare video or your scariest camping story. That's it. The giveaway ends the moment we hit 50,000 subscribers, so keep sharing, commenting, and spreading the word. I'll announce the winners in a dedicated video right after we hit that goal. James is no stranger to van life. His dream has always been to live on the road full-time, but on this trip, he was violently jolted awake by the sound of gunfire hitting his truck. Heart racing, he immediately ducked down, unsure where the shots were coming from, or why.
So a bunch of guys just pulled up and shot my truck with me in it. I was literally sleeping in the back and they shot it up. That was pretty crazy because these guys pulled up and, you know, I don't know. I think it was, hopefully it was just a bunch of kids or whatever, but, you know, even hopefully, but so I'm in the truck and, you know, these guys pulled up and I heard them pull up and I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm at this building because I was staying at that abandoned place and I'm at this building and, man, it was crazy. They just started shooting at my truck.
When the gunfire finally stopped, James stepped outside to investigate, only to find 8 bullet holes through his window.
Hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. I haven't found any rounds yet. They're small. It's a 22 probably, right, or something, but I haven't seen any rounds in here or anything. My truck's a mess, but yeah, so aside from needing a new window, be careful if you do anything like this, or a lesson to me too. You know, that was scarier than any paranormal experience or anything like that I could have. That was pretty wild. You know, you're sitting in your truck and it's being shot at, like, regardless of whether it's a small caliber or not. That was a pretty...
Shaken and terrified, he made the tough decision to abandon the trip and head home.
That's like 2 feet away from my head, but so I was like half asleep. They pulled up. I was like, whatever, you know what I mean? And then started shooting. I was like, oh my God, it was just crazy. It's a weird situation.
This wasn't a campfire tale. This was real. One wrong move, and James might not have made it out alive. This chilling footage was captured by the bearded explorer, also known as Colin. For the past 8 years, Colin has built a loyal following by taking viewers on eerie explorations into abandoned places across the globe. His channel is known for uncovering astonishing discoveries. Everything from derelict airplanes and helicopters to forgotten luxury cars and hidden treasures. But what he's about to experience is far more terrifying than anything he's encountered before. His destination? The Royal Hospital Hlar in Ghostport, England. Once the nation's very first naval hospital. First opened in 1753, the facility operated for over 250 years, treating thousands of sailors. Tragically, many never made it out alive. In fact, 7,785 souls are believed to be buried in unmarked graves on the property. Locals say their restless spirits still wander the hospital's decaying corridors. It's not exactly a place you'd want to be after dark, but that's exactly where Colin finds himself. Normally, Colin would never enter a location infamous for its hauntings, especially not alone. But with Halloween fast approaching, he figured it would make the perfect setting for a holiday special. What he didn't know was that this visit would haunt him long after he left.
Channel and welcome to tonight's special Halloween video. Tonight I am on my own in the Haslar Hospital and we are going to be exploring all the creepy parts of this building. Now I had to sneak in through the basement tonight because the security are on the gate and they are absolutely 100% hot on people coming in here now. So I had to be a little bit James Bond to get in here, but I'm in here. We're going to get up to the main entrance, go and check this place out.
As Colin begins his live stream, he outlines his plan and shows how he got inside. He moves cautiously through the building, hoping to catch something eerie on camera.
I can't express to you like how creepy this place is walking around on your own. I can't help but feel that there's somebody walking right behind me. It's really, really creepy. And then we're going to go upstairs and check out all the MRI scanners. Okay, that was weird. That door has just closed. But there is absolutely no wind in here whatsoever. What the hell was that? Okay, that was really, really creepy. I've only been here literally 5 minutes and that's happened. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this area because that was actually really scary. I don't know what that was.
Barely 5 minutes in, Colin begins to feel that something isn't right. As he approaches 2 doors, he suddenly hears the unmistakable sound of one slowly creaking shut behind him. Glancing back, he sees the door now half closed, even though it was fully open moments earlier. Startled, he walks back to check for anyone nearby, but the hallway is completely empty. Unnerved, he decides to explore a different area, the gymnasium. Maybe it'll feel less oppressive, but as soon as he steps inside, something deeply unsettling happens.
This is one of the only curtains which is left in the whole hospital, and it's still hanging here today. A creepy chair's still there too. There's always a creepy chair in a room like this, isn't there? God, look at the paint peel in here, it's unbelievable. There is actually a little bit of a breeze on those curtains, which is strange because there's no wind in here. This is where I've just walked past, but look at it, it's moving on its own. That's really bizarre because there's not even a window open here. Why is that curtain moving? Okay, I don't think about it too much, because like I said, I am here on my own.
A curtain moves entirely on its own. There's no breeze. The window is sealed shut. There's no logical explanation. Trying not to let it get to him, Colin pushes forward and heads into the basement, hoping the strange feeling will pass. It doesn't.
So they've obviously done what they needed to do. Let's go down this way. The fuck was that? Must have been a pigeon. Oh yeah, probably was coming through that window. Okay, oh god, it's creepy in here. God, you just listen to the water outside. There's no wind today, but it is really, really raining hard out there now. Oh, there's always a creepy chair in the basement. Why?
As he walks deeper into the basement, the sounds begin to build, growing louder, more frequent. The oppressive atmosphere weighs on him, but he continues, determined to give his viewers something truly disturbing.
Down here, I just want to show you one more thing before I go, while I'm in this area. Now, I have heard stories that it's not here anymore, and if it's not here, I'm going to be quite upset. Fingers crossed. It is still here. So this, guys, is a real human liver. I know it's disgusting, but it is very, very rare. The sort of thing you'd only see in a museum. But here it is in Hassel Hospital. It's been here for years. Now, apparently there used to be a museum here where this came from. There was also some stillborns, there were some shrunken heads. It was a very weird collection of stuff. Nobody knows what happened to it, but this is still here, and I'm glad it's still here too. I don't like being in here though, I must admit. I don't think we'll bother going up there today. I swear I just heard something then. I'm definitely not going up there now. Right, let's get back out of here.
Suddenly, he stumbles across a real human liver, preserved inside a box. He expresses his disbelief that it's still there, but before he can dwell on it, a strange noise echoes through the hallway, like someone is lurking just out of sight. Growing uneasy, he quickly heads upstairs. Unfortunately, the unnerving sounds follow him.
Guys, so I've made it back to the scanning rooms, and it's quite nice to see that everything is still here. A few of the bits have been moved around, but I'm pretty sure that's done by the builders, not by anyone else. Still crazy to think that all of this stuff is in here, all the paperwork. Oh my God, what the hell was that? It felt like I bumped into someone, but there's no one there. Whoa, okay, freak out. Whew, okay. There's nobody there. It felt like I bumped into someone, but there's nobody there. There is nobody there. Oh my God. Wow, look at that. That's really cool. Whew, okay, that was a little bit scary. There's definitely nobody there. Okay, it was nothing. It was nothing. Let's carry on. So I feel like I want to check every room now just to make sure there's no one in here, because that was really weird. Hello? Okay. That was weird. God, why do I do this to myself? Walk around these creepy places at night time.
The footsteps he first heard in the basement now seem to echo on the upper floor. Colin's breathing becomes heavier. He's trying to stay calm, but it's clear the fear is setting in. He's usually level-headed and skeptical, but this place is different. Something feels wrong, and his instincts are screaming. Hoping to escape the tension, he ventures into yet another section of the building, but it's anything but peaceful.
WWF. Supporting the rhino. That sounded like footsteps. That really sounded like footsteps. Like that, what I'm doing now, that's exactly what I just heard. Okay, that was really, really creepy. That was really creepy. I'm sure I just heard that. Right, I'm getting out of this bit. That was really, really horrible. Now I think the operating theatre is this one on the right here. Is it that one? Yes. What the fuck was that? Really, really, really weird. Oh God, I can't tell you how scared I am at the moment. Oh God, I've just got to laugh about it though. All you can do is laugh about it. And here we are, and they're still here. They are still here. They have been. I'm hearing some really weird noises right now. God, I cannot tell you how scared I am right now. Honestly, walking around this place on your own at night time is something else. It's the first time I've actually done it. Oh God, right, okay, let's head down this way. No, let's head down this way, and we'll go up onto the last floor now and see what we can find up there.
Now thoroughly on edge, Colin steps out into the hallway to try to make sense of what's happening. He looks around to see if someone could be following him. But once again, the place is deserted, so he makes his way to the upper floors. And that's when the real terror begins.
Oh God, this is so scary. Honestly, guys, if you've never tried this before, I urge you just to give it a go once. Just come to a place like this and just walk around it on your own at night. The adrenaline rush you get from it is phenomenal, it really is. But at the same time, it is very, very scary. My heart is racing 10 to the dozen at the moment. Well, I think this is the way out here. Right, I don't know if you heard that then, but that fucking sounded like... Hello? This is absolute bullshit. There is no way I just fucking heard that. I'm sorry I'm swearing, guys, but I do swear when I get scared. What the hell is this? Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell, it sounded like a little girl. I don't know what it was, I don't know. It sounded like a little girl. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Fuck! Oh, fuck! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? There's no way that has just happened. There is no way that is... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the hell? What the hell? Right, you've just seen that with your own eyes. I have not touched that. There is nobody else here. What the fuck was that? How the hell did that happen? Okay, that was really, really scary. I didn't like that. I really did. I'm so sorry I swore then, but that really did scare me. That was horrible. Right, I really want to get out of here now. Honestly, this is just so terrifying. I don't care what anyone says. This is scary.
Chaos breaks loose. Faint, ghostly laughter, like that of a child, echoes down the empty corridors. Then, a door slams shut with a bang, followed by the sound of something heavy crashing violently to the ground. It sounds like something, or someone, threw it. Colin spins around, searching for the source, but no one is there. Now completely terrified, he realizes he's not alone. Something is in here with him, something he can't see. Heart pounding, Colin bolts down the stairs, frantically searching for a way out.
Dead end up. Is that a dead end? No, that's a dead end up there. We go... Fuck that! What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, no. What the fuck is going on? It sounds like loads of people fucking running. What the fuck is going on? There's no way that just happened. There's no way. There is fucking no way that just happened. There's no one fucking in there. There's no way anyone could have been in there. Okay, I am fucking getting out of here. Fuck that. I'm gone. Oh God.
The hallways feel endless. The tension is unbearable. Then, a nearby door creaks open on its own. That's it. He's done. Choosing flight over fight, Colin runs out of the hospital and straight to his car, not stopping for a second.
Lock. Alright, that was definitely one of the scariest things that's ever happened to me. I am never going back there again. I honestly don't know what that was, and I don't want to know what that was, but I am...
Fortunately, he makes it out unharmed, but he's clearly shaken. The encounter plays over and over in his mind. Whatever was in that building, it wasn't human. No person could follow so silently. And that child's laughter? Impossible. Colin is convinced now. This hospital is haunted, and whatever is inside, he never wants to face it again. At least, not alone. This is Christian, a seasoned urban explorer. Along with his 3 friends, he dared to step inside an abandoned building with a history stretching all the way back to the Russian Empire. But what awaited them inside wasn't just history. It was something far more sinister. The crumbling structure was once a grand sauna built during the Tsarist era and used for nearly 80 years before being decommissioned in 1995. Since then, it had been left to decay, a forgotten relic of a bygone time. Known for his fearless explorations of derelict places, Christian hoped to document the old machinery rumored to still exist within its walls. But what they encountered wasn't just rust and rubble. The moment they stepped inside, the atmosphere turned heavy. The stench of mold and rot clung to every surface. The floors were unstable, walls were falling apart, and parts of the ceiling had already collapsed. Every step was risky, and the group had to stay on high alert to avoid injury. Room by room, they moved deeper into the building, capturing the rusted remnants of its industrial past. The machinery told a silent story of the sauna's long-forgotten purpose. But just as they thought they had seen it all, things took a darker turn.
see on hulle see. Aga see tundus küll creepy olnud.
Jaa. Seda pole vaata. Seda pole vaata. Täiesti tühi ruum.
Kirjub kaloss.
Käis videos.
Among the decay, they found disturbing signs of recent activity. A half-empty bottle of vodka, the charred remains of a small fire, and scattered clothing and shoes. These weren't relics from decades ago. Someone had been here, recently. Anxiety crept in, but curiosity drove them forward. As they advanced through a narrow corridor, their flashlights landed on a locked door, barricaded with a wooden beam.
Seal ruumis on kirjas. See on nii kinni.
Lähme ära. Lihtsalt see alt on kinni.
Jah, vereks ei ole kedagi. Mis nii kinni saab olla?
Kedagi on kinni. Plaat oli ees. Seespool või? Taga on kardin ka ees või? Asjad oli ees.
Olid jah?
Äkki saab ringi tulla. Õigme seal.
Taga on jah mingi kardin ukseis või millal vaip. Aga see on küll nagu siuke creepy.
One of the boys pointed out a curtain hanging at the end of the hallway, and they headed straight for it, unaware of the danger lurking just beyond.
Ei käinud või?
Käi. Läbi selle lina või jälle.
No kuule, siin on divan, see on nii kauskene. Ei käinud. Küsi kas.
As they pulled the curtain aside, a blood-curdling scream shattered the silence. A homeless man, furious and territorial, emerged from the shadows, defending what he considered his space. Chaos erupted as the boys turned and ran, the man chasing close behind. Luckily, Christian and his friends managed to escape, bursting out into the open air, shaken but unharmed. They had made it out alive, but the experience would haunt them for a long time. Andy, an avid outdoorsman known for taking his viewers along on wild camping, hiking, and remote adventures, set out on what was supposed to be a peaceful overnight trip. But this time, things took a dark and unexpected turn.
Right, today it's a nice evening. It's really quite nice and warm. So I thought I'd come out for a wild camp and test out some of my new camping gear. So really excited. I love it when I test out camping gear. So I don't usually come out on my own, but nobody else was available. And look at this, it's just lovely. So here we have it. This is where I'll be pitching my tent. So it's on a fire break in some ancient woodland.
After a short hike, Andy reached a secluded spot and began setting up camp, filming the process and showcasing the gear he'd brought along for the night. The atmosphere seemed calm, at first. Suddenly, a Land Rover pulled up beside his campsite.
Oh, gutted. Just been busted. Really busted. Like 3 guys Land Rover busted. Oh dear. Have to keep it quiet. Oh dear. Well, campers, that was an experience. But a good one. It's out of the way now. It's the first time I've been busted. So, oh God, nearly got shot. Fucking hell. Oh dear. God. Nice. This old guy with a gun, someone in a suit, and then the backup team, which I weren't going to mess with them, just asking what the I was doing. Oops, not good. Oh, it's a good job I'm a YouTuber though. I just said I was making a video. Oh, this is awkward. Oh dear. Oh, so
3 men stepped out, armed and clearly agitated. They confronted Andy aggressively, accusing him of trespassing on private property. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, Andy immediately apologized and began packing up his gear. The tension was palpable as the men stood close by, watching his every move.
car, so I ducked down. And yeah, he clearly knew where I was. And I just apologised straight away. It's like, there's no point being aggy about it. You know, you just got to put your hands up. Just, sorry. You know, bit of an idiot. Felt an idiot, that's for sure. You know, won't happen again, type thing, which it won't. God, I didn't realise it was a shoot in Woodland.
Fortunately, Andy managed to leave unharmed, but the experience served as a chilling reminder. When you're alone in the wilderness and things take a hostile turn, it's always safer to walk away than to gamble with the unknown. Joe and Elliot, the fearless duo behind the YouTube channel Ghost Theory. For over 3 years, Joe and Elliot have been delving into the UK's most terrifying and forsaken sites, capturing their eerie encounters for viewers around the world. But on November 15th, 2021, they decided to raise the stakes. This time, their journey took them far from home, to Germany, where they spent a night in one of the country's most haunted places, Beilitz Heilstätten Hospital. Located near Berlin and originally built in 1898 as a tuberculosis sanatorium, the hospital has a grim legacy. Over the years, it has witnessed thousands of deaths, multiple murders, and now stands abandoned, its crumbling halls said to be haunted by restless spirits still trapped within. As night fell, Joe and Elliot arrived at the hospital, unaware of what was about to unfold.
Yeah. We are in 100% the creepiest place I've ever been in my life.
How do you drop?
Yeah. Elliot's just dislocated his shoulder.
Not in here.
It's not handy.
I dislocated it by slipping outside.
But this is the building. I'm not even joking, I am actually shaking right now.
Oh God.
I've never felt this nervous in an abandoned house, in an abandoned building.
The moment they stepped inside, a wave of dread hit them, thicker, heavier than anything they'd ever felt. The silence was suffocating, and it didn't take long to understand why. Less than 2 minutes into their exploration, they stumbled upon something truly disturbing.
The vibe in this place. And that says it all. Doesn't it? What even is that made of? That's still wet.
What?
Is it not? It is.
It's still wet.
I mean, what's this? Is it paint?
I'll smell it.
Doesn't smell of anything, does it?
No.
Oh man, I don't like this. I really do not like this.
The word "help" smeared across a wall in what looked alarmingly like fresh blood. The sight shook them. If this was just the beginning, what else awaited them deeper inside? Determined, they pressed on. But then, Another chilling message.
Glass there. Oh, for fuck's sake.
What?
I swear there wasn't there a second.
What does that... Leave? That says leave.
It does, yeah.
It's still dripping.
What's it? What is it? Oh, dear me.
This one also written in red, reading simply, leave. Unnerved but undeterred, Joe and Elliot continued exploring. Soon, strange sounds began to echo through the decaying corridors.
An abandoned hospital. There's somebody... What was that?
You just heard that.
Yeah, like a knock right behind me.
Yep.
What?
I just heard furniture dragging from upstairs.
That.
Is it wind? Can you hear that?
Yeah. I could hear lots of odd things. I don't know. I can't tell if it's something outside or not.
Faint creaks, hushed whispers, and an unmistakable dragging noise. Was the building merely groaning under its own weight? Or was someone, or something, there with them?
Furniture dragging upstairs for real. I kind of don't want to go up there.
I'm being totally honest. I have never been so terrified of a building in my life. I don't want to stop recording because I feel like something's going to happen.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like...
Yeah.
Just... What even is there? Is that a bag of fucking blood?
Is it a blood bag? Is that where the blood's come from? It's a blood bag.
There was actually... Oh my god.
It's a blood bag.
You can sort of see inside it and there's red coming out of it.
Yeah.
What on earth?
Filming your kneecaps.
We need to go upstairs.
The tension mounted when the dragging sound grew louder, this time coming from the upper floor. Things only got more unsettling when they found a bag, appearing to contain blood. Everything screamed at them to get out. But Joe and Elliot aren't ones to back down. They decided to investigate further, climbing to the hospital's upper levels.
I've got to wonder if this is even worth coming up here. There's no roof.
Hold on. It's just weird seeing shadows and stuff. I think it was just my light. Alright, let's go.
Shit
What
on
was
my
that?
absolute head.
What was that?
Not a shit, not a clue.
Was that someone coming through? Did that come from up here?
Wait, no, down here. Right. Down here.
As soon as they reached the top, a loud crash rang out from across the building, like something wanted them to know it was there. Stunned but still moving forward, they tried to locate the source of the noise. But the upper floor posed a new danger. Parts of it were falling apart, with gaping holes hidden by flimsy carpet. It wasn't safe to continue. They returned to the lower levels, haunted by a single question. What was that dragging sound? There was no furniture upstairs, so what could have made it?
Right. Really sorry guys about the upstairs. There's no way, it's just carpet. It's just too dangerous, so we're just going to stick to the downstairs, which is the bigger part of the entire hospital anyway, as I think the upstairs is only sort of some bedrooms.
There is so much going on down here right now. Seriously. Is there anyone else here with us?
That was instant.
Is there anyone from the spirit world who wants to communicate with us? swear to God, there's someone around that corner. Hello?
Go down.
I'm actually going to need Jesus after this.
Calling out, they tried to make contact. No voices replied. Just the slow sound of footsteps somewhere in the hallway, creeping just out of sight.
Kind of collected our thoughts a little bit. There is a lot of loud dripping. There's also a lot of fireworks going off because it's fireworks night.
Yeah, that's not helping.
But there are still noises coming from down here.
It's like, because we're sort of like chilled out a bit as well, so.
Moments later, things fell eerily quiet. Sensing a pause, Elliot decided to speak again, hoping to reach out to any spirit that might be present. But what happened next would rattle them to their core.
Gonna do some calling out because this is the main corridor, which is. See, I keep thinking I hear noises over there. Is there anybody here? Can you please just make a sound?
Oh my shit on my what the hell?
Should we go?
Did you get that on camera?
I don't know. I have absolutely no idea.
Sake.
I'm shaking.
Please tell me we got
Look,
that on camera.
I don't know.
What the hell?
I actually don't know.
Without warning, a heavy door came crashing down from its frame, slamming to the floor with incredible force, as if something unseen wanted to make itself known. Panic set in. The two bolted down the hallway, frozen in fear and disbelief. They had no words. After nearly 2 minutes of stillness, they cautiously approached the fallen door.
I don't want to start going out because something might be fucking. One of us is going to have to stay in here on our own.
Okay, that's just.
What the Okay, right.
But there was no draft, no breeze, and nothing that could have made it fall. It made no sense. At that moment, they knew they had captured something unexplainable, something real, something terrifying. It was time to go.
Okay, we're going.
Okay, we're just going to leave out of respect then.
Yeah.
I think we've just caught some crazy ass evidence. I've never seen that in my life. I think we've just caught enough there to completely conclude this entire investigation.
Joe and Elliot left the hospital that night and returned to their hotel, shaken, exhausted, but safe. What exactly had happened inside those walls remains a mystery. One thing's for sure, something still lingers in Baylitz Heilstätten Hospital. What do you think was the most disturbing encounter on this list? Have you ever experienced something unexplainable while camping? Let us know in the comments below.